general tarot reading for the month of February, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Capricorn placements, but if for some reason, if this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And also, if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight to my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started here. So first, I'm going to start by pulling a card from the Akashic Tarot, which serves as an oracle deck, and then I'm going to move on over to your usual tarot spread, and that's going to be what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's reading you, your recent past, and what you need to know. And then we're going to finish it off with these lovely two decks over here. I have the Fairy Oracle and the Butterfly Affirmations deck. Okay, so let's see what energy you guys are currently in and what advice we need to get for you guys. All right, first card out. We have two cards actually, so I will take them. We have the Eight of Roses. This is Sangha Community. And then Four of Forces, Spring, Autumn. All right, and then bottom of the deck, we have the Akashic Library. Wow, this is number 2. Very powerful energy. I'm going to read from the guidebook, guys, so just strap in, get comfortable, because I do want to share the messages from the book because I love them, and I didn't want to hold out on you guys. So feel free to fast forward a little bit while I find this page. Okay. Inside a room, people are seated around a table. Conversing with interest and energy. There are many icons from different groups and societies. A caduceus, a sunflower, or a Tibetan bell, an Egyptian scarab, a dream catcher, and a star of David are just a few. This card indicates that it's time to join or rejoin your group, your ashram, your tribe, or your sangha. Whatever you call it, it is a community that connects you with others of like-minded purpose and activity. There are many communities in each person's life, and still more that return from past lives. For instance, you have your family, friends, and work associates, but you also have the people with whom you share many creative, cultural, or spiritual purposes. New friends can also be coming your way at this time. Be open to these new connections. You will not only find help with current directives, but you may also reawaken past life relationships, talents, and disciplines. It's time for a happy sharing of your discoveries. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like this is a message to just get back to a group effort, group community that you're in. It could be anything. It could be sports for some of you too. I'm going to read this one next. This is Spring and Autumn. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. It is one of the seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates that you are entering a time of planting and active preparation. Just as the spring is a very full time for the farmer who is tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This can be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So as you work toward your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. Beautiful, and I love that it mentions the Akashic records because we have the Akashic library over here. So let me go ahead and finish this, and then we'll talk about what this energy is all about. All right. Inside a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books and the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in hand. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you, but this card also symbolizes a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records, into a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and new purposes. It is also a time of heightened intuition as well as greater self-creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. To get started, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen and do it. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rests solely on the scope of your imagination and your will to own it. Wow. Powerful, powerful messages, Capricorn. So I feel like some of you just really need to get back to your roots here. There's something here that you're always in this energy and they just want you to get back to it. For some of you, it could be like a gifted talent of some kind. It could be your psychic powers. It could just be getting back into a spiritual tribe. And of course, if you've never had that, I definitely feel like this is a message to start joining a community where you can be yourself. If you feel like you have an environment where you have to kind of hide a little part of yourself, then this is definitely a message for you that it's time to find those people that are more like-minded, where you can be yourself and not have to hide who you really are. And I like how this energy here is too about the spring and autumn here, because it's all about planting now. If you plant your seeds in the right groups and the right energies, it's going to pay off sooner than you realize. And you've already made a huge dent in your life with the Akashic Library. You've already made such a huge impact in your life now and in all your past lives. So I feel like this is just a little push in the right direction to keep following your heart and keep going where it's always been guiding you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what your energies are like. All right, so we're going to see what's at your center. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. There is this feeling that like you're in your comfort zone, and I think Spirit wants you. Do you see how that was spinning? That's so cool. I'm just going to grab it randomly and see how it is. Okay, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. There could have been a heartbreak that just got you guys a little bit stuck. Two of Wands for crowning your energy. Beautiful. We have the Sun in your supporting energy. Recent past is the Fool, and what you need to know is the Knight of Wands, and it looks like it's in the reverse. Yeah, it is. Bottom of the deck is a Ten of Swords, staying. Yeah, Capricorn, it seems like you've just kind of been through it. You've been dragged through the mud. You've dealt with every sort of betrayal that there is, and I feel like this is what kind of took your energy away, took all your time away too from the people that made you feel comfortable. It could be that the person that you confided in, that you could be yourself, is the person who sort of broke your heart or just made you feel like you were like weird or eccentric for liking the things that you like. And it could be the reason why you stepped away from your pack or stepped away from an energy that made you feel that is who you really are. Yeah, like for example, let's say you had this really like strong passion for music and people kind of shamed you for it, saying that you're just a struggling artist or you're going to be a struggling artist for the rest of your life if you don't get a real job. So you followed these people's advice and then you sort of lost your way. So I feel like this is a reminder to just get back to your roots and do the things that you love, because you're not meant to live your life in this pain or in this sadness that you're not following your dreams. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles at your center. So yeah, that's what I was saying, that you're feeling a little bit complacent with where you're currently at. Like you're just bored. You're just kind of like meh about the friendships you have or the people you surround yourself with. And with that Three of Swords crossing this energy, I just feel like you've had heartbreak, you've had disappointment, and that kind of just kept you stuck. King of Wands to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. And to clarify the Three of Swords, we have the Hanged Man. And then we have the Seven of Wands. This is the background energy. So I feel like whatever this heartbreak or disappointment was, it was for a reason, so that you could see things differently and not get taken advantage again. Not get taken advantage of again. So it always happens that way, right? We always have to learn our lessons through experience. So I feel like that was what happened here. And all the while, I feel like it just made you lose your passion for a little bit. And you learned how to stand your ground with the Seven of Wands over here and trying to find your power again. But it has been really difficult. I'm just sensing like you guys feeling really fatigued or just feeling really like down in the dumps with the Three of Swords here, and just feeling like your life hit a plateau because you just don't know what direction to move. However, with this King of Wands, I also feel like you guys have so much passion for the things that you love. Um, and some of you just feel like you're just riding out the storm here, with whatever sort of, like regular job that you may have, that you just need to pay the bills sort of thing. I feel like you guys have so much passion going into your like daily jobs that you just feel like it's almost wasted passion because you're not actually doing what you want to be doing. And then there's this heartbreak to kind of just make things a little bit worse, and that kind of put you a step back further. However, this is just temporary because I do feel like you're going to get out of this funk very, very soon, because we have the Two of Wands over here. So with the Two of Wands, I feel like you're looking ahead, you're looking into the horizon about what else is out there, right? This is you feeling like the world is your oyster. So I feel like this is you having that spark and that passion come back to you again. It's there, it's like a little flame right now, but it is growing, it's getting bigger, because we have the sun over here as your rooting energy. So I feel like you're finding your happiness, you're getting into that awareness of self here. You're getting illuminated of the things that were in the dark. You're starting to see things clearly again because you're following your passions, because you're getting back to this sort of childlike innocence that you had when you had all these hopes and dreams, right? Beautiful. Nine of Pentacles for the crowning, Ten of Pentacles for the rooting energy. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, exactly. Everything's going to quickly change. So if you've been feeling down in the dumps, if you've been feeling like, you know, you're stuck, I feel like that's going to change very, very soon. Because with the Two of Wands here and the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like some of you are going to literally make a trip or move somewhere where you're around more creative individuals that share the same interest as you. And this is you taking that leap of faith into that direction and going alone. Like, this is you being independent and making a huge change independently. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Sun. So this is you chasing your financial success, right? This is you planting those seeds that this card was talking about as the farmer would, right? This is you having to put in all these efforts to make this happen for you. So again, I feel like this plateau that you hit or this heartbreak that you had to endure was definitely a blessing in disguise for you to sort of hit rock bottom and to blossom again, right? Because the only way to go up after going down is up. So I definitely feel like this is what's happening for you guys right now. So the energy is going to shift and change dramatically, and you're going to start to see why everything happened the way it did. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like this is you doing really well in career and finances and getting that stability of the security that you've always wanted to. And not just that, but also just straight up happiness, just straight up like childlike innocence here, where you're doing the things that your inner child would always want to do, right? It's like getting back to those childhood dreams that you almost felt was out of reach, but honoring yourself and doing whatever talents or passions you had as a child that you're now returning back to. And they're actually going to bring you a lot of abundance and a lot of success here. Okay, so recent past is the Fool. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you are already making these changes. You're already taking these leaps of faith. I feel like some of you definitely just like uprooted your entire life. You just packed like one small suitcase and just made this huge leap into a new direction here. And I feel like that's paying off very nicely for you guys also. And people probably thought like, wow, you're actually moving or doing something that most would only dream of doing. I feel like some of you are moving across country to like pursue a career in singing and acting. I don't know why I'm sensing that. We have the Four of Swords here. Yeah, so you guys have been spending a lot of time alone too. And I feel like you guys spending this independent time is definitely helping you get in touch with yourself and finding out more of yourself, right? It's like you're learning who you really are instead of sort of like running away from yourself. I feel like you guys are really getting in touch with yourselves, and as you're doing that, you're getting this courage to actually do these crazy things are going to give you the success that you want. Okay, because we have the Eight of Wands over here too, so I feel like this is you having this burst of energy after resting for so long, and then saying like, F it, let's do it, let's move across country, like who cares. Yeah, and because of that, you're going to start attracting those relationships that are meant for you, these harmonious relationships, whether it's just platonic or romantic. I feel like as you start to honor yourself more, you're going to start to attract more people in your life that are in alignment with you, and you're going to have that sangha, right? That community that your soul is wanting you to have. Your soul is aching for a soul tribe, and I feel like the message here overall is just to get to a place where you're able to attract that soul tribe. Okay, because I think you're meant to do work with your soul tribe on this earth, and that's why this message is coming forward as a reminder that you have a mission in this lifetime to work as a group with people. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this one's kind of throwing me for a curveball a little bit, because I feel like, okay, we have cards falling out already. Okay. Knight of Wands in the reverse, and I'm getting all these cards in the reverse. Okay, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Five of Wands fell out too. Okay, so for some of you, and the Page of Swords, for some of you, it's going to be difficult to let go of a certain friendship or person in your life that is no longer in alignment with you. This is someone who, for time and time again, Spirit has been trying for you guys to break up, even if it's a friendship or a relative, whatever it is. I feel like you know who this person is, because this is someone who brings chaos into your life and causes disruption instead of bringing peace and harmony. And this is someone who you're just not able to work with at all, with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be like your current job, like I'm saying, that is kind of like out of alignment with what you actually want to do. Or it could be just a friend that you have that is kind of holding you back here, because maybe they're feeding a lot of like doubts in your mind and they're not letting you move forward. So this is someone that you're not able to work with. So this could, like I said, either be someone at work or your actual job or a specific person. So this is just as a forewarning here that if you know a Knight of Wands that's kind of like a hot mess here, and you keep trying to make things work with this person, this is a reminder that it's just not going to work. It's going to continue being a hot mess if you allow it. So again, that's why this Eight of Roses message came out, because your spirit team wants you to know that there is actually healthy relationships that are more aligned with you and that are going to bring you that happiness that you're wanting, instead of this sadness that you're dealing with here, right? Because we had the Three of Swords at your crossing energy too. So I feel like it could be this Knight of Wands in the reverse that's causing you this distress and making you feel stuck. So definitely something to think about and reconsider in your life. All right, and yeah, we have the Page of Swords over here. So I feel like you guys do stress about this person, do worry, and it's just wasting your energy. All right, Capricorn, so that's what I have for you guys. Let's go ahead and get your oracle messages and see what your messages are with fairies. We have life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. And we did have the sun come out too. So there's definitely something about you that needs to come into the light so that you can transmute it. Okay, so if you have any sort of darkness or shadow work that you need to do, this is a message to bring it to the light so that you can transmute it. Bottom of the deck is wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Beautiful. Yeah, so exactly. If you guys have been wishing on a star and praying for a new life, just continue doing that and knowing that you can make this reality come true. And of course, taking practical steps is only going to further that action even more. All right, so let's see what your affirmation is. I listen to the intuitive wisdom of my own feelings. I am guided from within. Exactly. Your intuition is leading you and guiding you to make these decisions, right? About what people can stay in your life, what decisions to make to get you on that path. So trust your intuition. It's definitely giving you all the information that you need. Bottom of the deck is when I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what is going to be. All right, Capricorn, so that is what I have for you guys during this time. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it brought you the clarity and insight that you may have been looking for. If it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading.